Shalom, welcome to the House of Africa Torah Session. My name is Tatua Cohen, and this week we are on the portion of Vaetchanan, coming from the book of Devarim, chapter 3, all the way to 7. A very interesting Torah portion, as many of you by now have already known. Well, in this portion, we see Moshe Rabbeinu begins to, prepare the children of Israel for the time and the life they shall have in the land without him. Of course, many are used to say when the going get tough, they run to their leader, and the leader will always provide solutions. But in this case, Moses is aware that the life they are going to have, they are not going to have him around. So he should prepare them. And in his preparation of them, I like the fact that throughout the Torah portion, we see him stressing out the point that when they are in the promised land, they are supposed to be very careful to obey all the things of the Torah, everything instructed of them regarding the laws, regulations, and instructions of Adonai, which are embedded in the Torah. Well, I should also mention that, forgive my voice, I'm still healing from the allergies which I had recently. Now, when you look at this discourse, Moshe continues and he explains carefully, like a leader preparing for the lives of those whom he was leading, even by the time he is no longer with them. Now, he also stresses out and even repeatedly also the 10 words to see the emphasis of this structural form of the Torah. Not only did he end there, but he also brought about the issue of the Shema repeatedly. And we see many interesting things. Now, the rabbis take note of something in this discourse. The rabbis show us that when you look at the scripture and the text closely, you will see eventually that Moshe was not only giving this instruction, but he was bringing to them some truth of profound nature. And this is the nature and the relationship which we should have with our living God. It's more like a child-parent kind of relationship, whereby God takes up the role of the parent and we take the role of a child. And this can easily be understood, especially in the African context, whereby our parents are not only loved, but they are also feared. When your parents tell you this, there's a serious level of fear which comes. And this is not just respect because you love your parent. No. This is fear of like dread of the parent. And this is what Moshe was talking to the children of Israel. Now, I've heard people argue before to say the God of the Old Testament was harsh. He was like this, he would punish them, he would do this and so forth. Well, it was a good thing because he was portraying himself in two ways: the loving God and the God who should be dreadful. And that dread, it's not a bad thing. It actually helps us to maintain order, just like in the family, especially in the African context. Our parents, we love them so much, we don't want to lose them. We are willing to obey them. At the same time, we fear them. I would be surprised, especially among the Lemba, if there is one who do not fear their parents. And that exactly was what Moshe was talking about. The relationship we have with the living God is not only about love and all these fantasies. It is a relationship that has got love, but at the same time it carries dread. You should fear God. And it is the fear of God that can make the relationship with God work. Without the fear of God, the words we speak, the love we claim to have over Him is nothing but vanity. Thank you and Shabbat Shalom. Why don't you go, love God, the same time, fear him. Do what he says we should do. Thank you.